Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan for some doubleheader baseball here on a Saturday evening. It is a pretty nice day in Kalamazoo. The rain has subsided, and maybe a little sprinkles out on the field, but enough for us to still play some baseball. And as final warm-up pitches are thrown by the starting pitcher for the Growlers today, Jack Nelson. Let's introduce you to him. Nelson on the year, 6 starts, 4-2 record, 4.06 ERA. Started off 4-0, but only one of those he didn't allow an earned run. He allowed one of those first 4 starts with 1 earned run, 1 with 2, and 1 with 3 runs total. So since then, it's been a shaky road for Jack Nelson. His most recent outing against Kenosha, an 8-2 loss, 5 1/3 innings pitched, and 6 earned runs against the Boston College sophomore out of Sparta, New Jersey, 6'3", 190 pounds, 37 2/3 innings on the year, batting 29 strikeouts and 15 walks to 36 hits, a whip of 1.36, an opposing batting average of 242, an opposing on-base percentage of 325. He's going to lead it off against Cade Bunnell. First pitch will be outside for Bunnell. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, foul down the first base line. The lineup for the Rockford Rivets today: Cade Bunnell leading us off, Ryan Cole batting second, Parker Bates in third, Wyatt Mascarella fourth, Jacob Vanderwall fifth, Keaton O'Brien sixth. That one misses outside the plate, count goes 2-1. Leffler will bat seventh, Hal Hughes will bat eighth, and Justin Walker will round us out. That one's swung on by Bunnell. It's going to be foul down the third base line. Counts now even at 2-2. The Rivets offense have been really cold recently. Scraped out a win 2 nights ago against Wisconsin. As that one is going to miss. Count's going to be now full at 3-2 for Cade Bunnell to lead us off. That's a 73-mile-per-hour pitch there. Nelson sets for the 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, smacked right to the second baseman, Sullivan, for out number 1. Not a lot of Growlers fans out here right now, as it is the first game of 2 7-inning games. First pitch, Ryan Cole called strike. Count goes 0-1. There's a called strike. Count goes 0-2 for Ryan Cole. Ryan Cole, in that win against Wisconsin 2 nights ago, had a really good game. As that one's fouled back. He had the 3 RBI double that was able to push the Rivets over the Woodchucks and get the lead. Eventually turned out to be the game-winning double as he stepped up with the bases loaded and cleared them on a high shot off the wall, a little bit higher. It's a home run. If it's in this ballpark, it's a home run. If it's in Wisconsin's ballpark, it's a home run. Unfortunately, ran into the Meyer Monster in left field at Rivet Stadium, as that one's going to be pretty simple play for Barron Radcliffe. Fly ball there. And out number 2.
Now batting for Rockford, center fielder number 5, Parker Bates.
Parker Bates makes his way up to the plate now. First pitch swinging down the left field line. It's going to hook foul. Count goes 0-1. The defensive alignment for the Kalamazoo Growlers today: Sam Corral, Zach Daniels, Barron Radcliffe in the outfield. Mendozona, Faith, Sullivan, and Cavadas make up the infield. We got Jonathan Foster behind the plate, catching the pitches from Jack Nelson. That one misses high and outside. Counts now 1-1. That one swung on, fouled back by Parker Bates. Wyatt Mascarella on deck. Here's the 1-2. Off the outside of the plate, count goes 2-2. A little bit outside for the lefty Parker Bates. Rockford Rivets in their road blacks, kind of their alternate jerseys. Ash gray pants. That one swung on and ripped it. It's going to be down for a base hit for Parker Bates right in front of Barron Radcliffe in right field. And so Wyatt Mascarella will have to take off his catcher shin guards and have an at-bat here. Wyatt Mascarella just had his 14-game hit streak snapped last game. That was the third longest we've seen in the league.
Now batting for Rockford, the catcher, number 7.
Parker Bates on first. He's been caught 3 times stealing. He's also stolen 3 bases. Swing and a miss on that first pitch. Now an 0-1 coming. Runner on first. There's a pickoff attempt. Parker Bates slides back in safe. Takes him a second to scrape his way back up. I mentioned the Rockford Rivets in their black alternate unis. Yellow lettering, ash gray pants. Swing and a miss there for Mascarella. Counts now 0-2. On the other side, the Kalamazoo Growlers are wearing special white unis that are being bid off, and all the proceeds go to charity. That one misses high and inside. Count goes 1-2. 2 outs here. Runner on first, top of the first inning. Misses the zone there. Counts now even at 2-2. And a 2-2 count is exactly what Parker Bates got his single off of. Let's see what the righty Mascarella can do. That one called strike 3, and the final out of the first inning. We'll be right back for the final out of the top of the first inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first. First pitch from the Rockford Rivets starting pitcher, Evan Snyder, is fouled back. Count goes 0-1 for Matt Mervis. Evan Snyder on the year started off really hot since he showed up on June 6th. That one's another foul. Count goes 0-2. He threw 4 innings against Fond du Lac, allowed 1 earned run. Then against Kalamazoo, threw 2, didn't allow a hit, and picked up the save. And then Kenosha had a good start for his only win of the year. But ever since then, he's been really struggling. Couldn't make it out of the first inning against the Wisconsin Woodchuck. Or he did make it out of the first inning, couldn't make it any farther. As there's a ball, count goes 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and that's going to be in for a base hit to start off the day for Matt Mervis and the Kalamazoo offense. Talking about the batting order for the Growlers. Mervis leads us off. Nico Cavadas batting second. Mendozona batting third. Foster, Crail, and Radcliffe are the middle of the lineup, and the bottom 3 are Zach Daniels, Sam Faith, and Jason Sullivan. First pitch there, called strike on Cavadas, just named an all-star at first base for this Growler squad. Here's the 0-1. That one's high. Thought about it, Nate Cavadas, but he didn't go. Count now even at 1-1. Like we mentioned, it's been a rough go of it the past couple starts for Mr. Evan Snyder, a.k.a. the Cobra. That one swung on and missed on an inside pitch. Now 1-2. In his game against Kalamazoo a few weeks ago, picked up his first and only loss of the year thus far. Allowed 4 earned runs, 6 total runs in 3 innings of work. And that one's going to be possibly a double play opportunity. Throw to second for 1, throw over to first, and a stretch from Leffler. Snagged it well, but his foot was off the bag, so it will be a fielder's choice on the Hal Hughes to Kean O'Brien FC. That's a good first out of the inning from a guy like Snyder, who I was talking about it against Kalamazoo, had trouble getting out of that first inning. And it was a lot of walks. It was a lot of accuracy issues that we haven't really seen from him. As first pitch to Mendozona, it's called strike. It was on his 34th pitch. There was an attempted steal of home, and eventually the runner was thrown out at home after a short pickle. As that one's fouled back, counts now 0-2. And that was 34, and because the batter didn't swing at it, if that steal of home doesn't happen and then result in an out, Evan Snyder doesn't make it out of the first inning there. And so not a lot of long outings for him recently. That one's high and outside. Count goes to 1-2 now. Snyder really working on getting ahead in these counts. You can tell right away that that's one of his focuses, as both of his last 2 starts he had more walks than strikeouts. That one's going to miss high and outside. Now we're 2-2 here for George Mendozona. Growler's third baseman today, redshirted at Oregon State. So he was not on the field for that national championship. He was instead in the dugout in Rockford, Illinois, watching it on his phone. There's a foul ball there. Count goes 2-2. Man on deck, Foster is going to run out and snag it. Two is in the dirt. Cavadas is going to go. And a wild pitch there pushes the count full and puts Cavadas on second. final runner in scoring position here in the top or bottom of the first. 3-2 swung on, and that's going to be fouled back and out of play. Mendozona staying alive right now. Opposing on base percentage versus Evan Snyder is .379. The opposing batting average is .240. That one's going to be dribbled back. Snyder's going to field and throw over to first, and Cavadas not able to advance as he is a slugger on this team and in no shape or form expected to be the speedster.
Now batting for your Growlers, catcher.
Big full count out there. And a big hold of Cavadas at second. Now Jonathan Foster makes his way up. First at bat of the game for the Florida State catcher. Batting .294 on the year, 5 home runs, 15 ribbies. A glance to Cavadas at second. Swung on first pitch and foul behind home plate. Count is going to go 0-1 for Foster. Again, Evan Snyder getting ahead of these batters. As that's what he did his first, 5 outings. That one's going to be high and inside count. It's going to go 1-1. That's what he did his first 5 outings. If you take away the last 2 outings, he has 22 strikeouts and 11 walks. Out number 2-1. Instead, with the last 2 outings, it's 25 strikeouts to 18 walks. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Count for the 3rd time today goes to 1-2 on these Kalamazoo Growlers batters. 20th pitch of the inning upcoming for Snyder. Really been working the count, but if he can get out of it here, it'll all be okay. That one swung on to high right field, and Vanderwall is going to settle out under that one for an easy out. So Snyder out of the first inning, scoreless. We'll be right back for the top of the second. First pitch that Jacob Vanderwall sees is A pitch that misses outside, 1-0. That one's swung on, and that one's going to take a bad hop right over the first baseman. It'll be a hit there, as it just took a bad hop, and Cavadas did not expect to make that play as it hit a rock or something right in front of Cavadas, right on that dirt, and scooped right over him and into the shallow right outfield.
Batting for Rockford, second baseman, number 23, Kean O'Brien.
Now Kean O'Brien makes his way up with Vanderwall on first, no outs. A big break for the Rockford Rivets and Jacob Vanderwall there, as he is currently trying to start a new road hitting streak, as 2 quick pickoff attempts over to first come up empty for Jack Nelson at the mound. First pitch to Kean O'Brien, swinging. Count goes 0-1. Vanderwall, a smart base runner on first. Also a fast guy. When he kicks it in, he can move. 0-1 is swung on, drilled to left field, and goodbye baseball. That is a home run for Kean O'Brien, and it's 2-0, and the first time that the Rivets have belted one here at Homer Stryker Field, and the first home run of the year for Kean O'Brien, who got all of that one to the shallow left field porch there. 290 or so over there, and a big hit, and a lead for the Rockford Rivets. First pitch to Pat Leffler, now trying to follow up that act, is a foul ball. Count goes 0-1 for him. It was an 0-1 pitch that Kean O'Brien took over the left field wall. That one misses high. Rockford Rivets not a big power hitting team, as of course they play all their home games at Rivet Stadium, which is a very pitcher-friendly park. But that 2-run shot right now making a huge difference, and now 2 balls to Pat Leffler. Count goes 2-1. Talking about home runs, the leader in home runs is the man at the plate right now. He has 2, and that leads the squad, tied with Cade Bonnell. That one misses outside. Count goes 3-1. So 2 Indiana Hoosiers at the top of the leaderboards. But hey, Kean O'Brien just showed he can pack some punch and sneaks it just before that wall and left juts. That's a swing and a miss from the leader in strikeouts for the Rockford Rivets this season, as of course he has been here since the beginning of the year, so it is a little weighted. And here's the payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and so Jack Nelson gets his first out of the inning. As a good response after the home run from Kean O'Brien.
Now batting for Rockford, shortstop, number 3, Hal Hughes.
Hal Hughes now making his way up. Swinging first pitch, popped up. And the second baseman, Sullivan, should be all over it. 1 pitch pop out there for Hal Hughes. Didn't get great contact to him. And a P4 for the LSU shortstop.
Now batting for Rockford,
Now Jay Walk, Justin Walker, with 2 outs here, nobody on, and a 2-0 lead. First pitch is going to have a chance and a nice play, but safe over at first, and that's going to be a nice play by Sullivan, but the throw is just a little bit late. And Jaywalk put it in the perfect spot to get himself on base, and now he's on with 2 outs, and his Indiana Hoosier teammate, Cade Bonnell, steps up. Bonnell lined out to the second baseman, Sullivan, to start off this ball game. big lead by Jaywalk, but he's able to slide back into first in time. And Nelson sets for the 0-0. Here's the pitch off the outside of the plate. Count goes 1-0. Bunnell batting .242 on the year. 10 ribbies. That one misses inside. Count goes 2-0. Darian Knight is behind the plate for the umpiring crew, and in the base pass is Garrett Brownwell. .2-0 coming now. Swung on, and that one should be an easy play for Sullivan. And definitely in time there for out number 3, but a 2-run shot by Kean O'Brien is our difference now. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second. Sam Crail is going to lead off the bottom of the second here after the Kalamazoo Growlers are going to try and answer to the big 2-run shot from Kean O'Brien. Yeah, I'm going to take a pretty strong guess that that wouldn't have gone out in Rivets Stadium, but hey, that's the beauty of playing at a different ballpark. You're able to get different opportunities to maybe get your first home run of the year like Kean O'Brien did. Sam Crail, line drive right up the middle there, is going to single him. He's on first for Barron Radcliffe now, and just like the start of the top half of the inning,
Now batting for your Growlers,
the leadoff batter gets on with a single.
Radcliffe.
Barron Radcliffe now up, Georgia Tech outfielder and first baseman. 3 home runs on the year as he fouls back a bunt there. Count goes 0-1. And here's the 0-1. Let's see if he tries to bunt again.
Go for the press box.
That one called strike. Now he's behind 0-2. Didn't even try to bunt there. Didn't even move his bat hardly.
Yeah, that's a great heads up. Thank you. Will do.
That one's going to miss. And it's going to be a wild pitch that will advance Sam Crail to second base. Here's the 1-2 upcoming. Now a run is in scoring position at second. That's Sam Crail. He's got pretty good wheels. Swing and a miss there from Barron Radcliffe. And a big strikeout from Evan Snyder in this 7-inning game versus these Kalamazoo Growlers, where the earlier the better to come out swinging. And for the Rivets,
Now batting for your Growlers,
very fortunate to get ahead of this game early.
number 5, Zach Daniels.
Now Snyder will step up, back up on the mound against Zach Daniels, his first at-bat of the game. He'll see the 0-0 pitch. That one's going to miss and be another wild pitch that will advance Crail to third. That one actually will be scored as a pass ball. Count goes 1-0. And now Zach Daniels, the 1-0 with one out. Tennessee outfielder. On the inside, count goes 2-0 now. Daniels, one of these Growlers players that was named to the All-Star team here in their home stadium in just 2 weeks. That one again on the inside. Now 3-0. Snyder threatening to walk his first batter of the game and put the tying run on first base instead of at home. 5 home runs on the year for Zach Daniels, 28 ribbies. That one, get me over pitch, puts right in the strike zone. Count goes 3-1. Is going to miss inside, and it will be ball 4, and Zach Daniels is going to walk to first base.
Now batting for your Growlers.
Now runners on the corners with one out here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is going to be foul down the right field line. Faith batting 8th in the order. Shortstop. And now an 0-1. Missouri State player, infielder, Sam Faith. 3 home runs on the year for him. .228 batting average. Here's the 0-1. Kicks and deals. Daniels is going. Mascarella thought about it, but didn't want to get a Little League double steal, and holds it and allows Daniels to steal. Allowed to steal second, and now an 0-2 coming to Faith. Tying run is at second. Sam Faith at the plate, trying to bring 2 runs home and would tie it up. Swung on, high fly ball. And Vanderwall, that one's going to be foul. And Vanderwall dove for it and was not able to make the snag, and it was in foul territory anyway. So a little bit of a mulligan for Vanderwall and for Sam Faith. As if he catches that, probably Sam Crail on third base is able to tag up. Zach Daniels, man on first, 1 of 3 All-Stars. Going to be playing at their home stadium. Nico Cavadas, as that one's going to plunk Sam Faith, and so an 0-2 count is now wasted as Faith will get on with a hit by pitch. And now Jason Sullivan makes his way up. The other all-star for the Kalamazoo Growlers, as Mascarella goes and talks with Evan Snyder, the other all-star is Mason Shinneberry. So Shinneberry, Zach Daniels, man on second, and Nico Cavadas are the three Growlers playing in Kalamazoo for the All-Star game in a couple days, in a couple weeks, excuse me, and a little bit over a week and a half. And there's one Rivet that'll be playing back here, and that's Cooper Kane. So now Jason Sullivan, his first pitch swinging. That one should be enough to score Crail from third and advance Daniels as well to third from second. And Faith will hold at first.
Now batting for your Growlers.
And now we go back to the top of the order. And the Rivets still hold a 2-1 lead. But Matt Mervis, who's 1 for 1 today with a single to right field, stepping up. That one swung on, foul, back count goes 0-1 for Mervis, the DH today out of Duke University. Both leadoff men are DHs, both leadoff men pitch as well as hit. 0-1, called strike right on the outside of the plate, just touches the strike zone. Now 0-2 for Evan Snyder, 19th pitch of the inning upcoming. Here's the 0-2, misses, and it's going to be a stolen base by Sam Faith, as, again, those guys in the Growlers uniforms just making sure that they can keep padding their that one's high and outside. Count goes 2-2 now. 20 pitches now in the inning for Evan Snyder. Equals his total from last inning. Tying run is 90 feet away, and a go-ahead run is in scoring position on second. The 2-2 misses high and inside. Now it's 3-2, and I just mentioned Nico Cavadas is an all-star for this Growlers team. He's sitting on deck right now, and so I'm sure Evan Snyder would love to just take care of Mervis here and make it so he did not have to deal with Cavadas. A handful for sure for every pitcher that he sees. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Mervis staying alive right now. Here's another payoff pitch. That one tried to frame it, did Wyatt Mascarella, but it's going to miss. And now the bases are going to be loaded with 2 outs for probably the Growler that you'll least want to see if you're a Rivets fan, Nico Cavadas.
Now batting for your Growlers, the first baseman, number 22, Nico Cavadas.
4 home runs on the year for him. 24 RBIs, batting .328. 0 for 1 today, though. First pitch, way outside. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Two outs right now. First big. That one's going to hit the strike zone. Called strike. Count goes 1-1. Evan Snyder really being able to paint the corner pretty well against the lefty batters for the Kalamazoo Growlers. The 1-1 now. And that one was low for Mascarella. He kept it in his area, but he did lose it for a second, but not even close to enough for Daniels to score from third. And now right here ends the inning, and the Rivets keep a hold of the lead. A base hit could be painful. This one is going to get by Hal Hughes, and 2 runs are going to score. Took a bad hop for Hal Hughes, and that's going to be scored as a hit here. And a 2 RBI single. And Hal Hughes not going to get credited with the error there, but that's a play that you think Hal Hughes is probably going to make if you've watched the Rivets at all this season.
Now batting for your Growlers, the third baseman, number 7, George Mendozona.
And now George Mendozona will come up with the lead for these Growlers. And that one goes over the head of Mascarella, a wild pitch. And the runners each advance 90 feet. That one missed outside, and now 2-0 is Evan Snyder after a pretty good inning and a half from him. It is starting to creep up and be a little bit more trouble. His accuracy issues with a couple wild pitches, a pass ball that probably could have gone either way. And all of a sudden, that one is in for a strike, so now 2-1 for Mendozona, trying to get out of this inning with only 3 across. Now a 2-1. That one low in the dirt, but a good block by Mascarella. Counts 3-1. 31 pitches for Evan Snyder this inning. And that'll be ball 4, and the bases will be loaded for the 3rd time this inning. .32 pitches on the inning for Evan Snyder right now. Brian Smith's going to come out and talk to him, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. 3-2, Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets. Back here, bases loaded for Jonathan Foster. First pitch, misses. Count goes 1-0. 89-mile-per-hour fastball there from Evan Snyder. That one is going to miss as well. Count's going to go 2-0. And Evan Snyder will hit 35 on the next pitch. And that'll be his day. Will not be able to return, and so another short outing from Evan Snyder. That one is a swing and into the glove of the left fielder, Ryan Cole. But the third out of the inning. We'll be right back.
Do you know someone in
Ryan Cole comes out first pitch swinging and gets on with a single down the left field line. So the Rivets trying to answer real quick right now. And it should be interesting to see who comes on in relief of the Rivets starting pitcher, Evan Snyder, after he hit 35 on his last pitch last inning. Just enough to push him over the edge and force him, due to Northwoods League rules, to not be able to come back next inning. A swing and a miss from Parker Bates. Now the 0-1 with Ryan Cole on first. That one misses. Count goes 1-1. Pickoff throw over to first base is caught by Nico Cavadas, but got the tag down late. Parker Bates will see the 1-1 now. High and outside, count goes 2-1. Jack Nelson is at 40 on his day. The final line for Evan Snyder, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, three walks, and 1 strikeout, and 1 hit by pitch as well. 4 left on base. That one misses outside. Count now 3-1. And Nelson, the starting pitcher for the Growlers, on the verge of walking one to put a runner in scoring position. Another throw over to first. A good pickoff attempt, but no cigar over there. Swung on by Bates. That one should be in the glove of the center fielder, Zach Daniels, and it is for out number one here. As the Rivets try and answer the 3-run bottom of the second rally by these pesky Kalamazoo Growlers. The reason they're number 2 is because they are never out of a game, kind of like the Madison Mallard squad. You take a look at the South Division standings right now. 30 and 15 are Madison. Fond du Lac and Kalamazoo tied at 27-18. Lakeshore are 3.5 games back of those second-place teams. Another pickoff attempt as Wyatt Mascarell waits for his first pitch of his second at-bat. Lakeshore 23-21, Battle Creek 22-23, Kenosha 21-23, and Rockford at 20-24. Big swing by Wyatt Mascarell. That's going to get down the third base line, but it is foul. And it seemed that those over there in the bullpen and Brian Smith, the third base coach, thought that that was fair. And now an 0-1. As that was a good rip by Wyatt Mascarella. Just couldn't find fair territory. That one's going to miss high and inside. Count's going to go 1-1. Jack Nelson and Evan Snyder both using their pitch count well. But it didn't come back to bite Evan Snyder until he let a few get away from him. And a ball misses there, and then a throw attempt again over to Ryan Cole on first, trying to catch him cheating over there. Actually, that was a called strike. Counts 1-2. That one's off the plate. Count is 2-2 now. In their last 10 games, though, it has been in those top 3 teams. It's been Fond du Lac cruising 6-4 record. They're just coming off a sweep of these Growlers at Homer Stryker Field. And the foul ball there. And the top Madison Mallards and Kalamazoo Growlers, who look so good in the first half, unbeatable at times. Each of them in their last 10 are 3-7. Here is the 2-2 coming to Wyatt Mascarella. Misses off the plate. Count is now 3-2. And so after a one-pitch single to lead off the inning from Ryan Cole, this is the second batter that has worked 3 balls into his at-bat. Another pickoff attempt over to Ryan Cole. They're really trying to get him, and you know they've done their homework. Here's the payoff pitch coming. Cole's going, swung on, up the middle, and that's going to be a double play, as it'll be right to the shortstop. Faith caught it, threw over to first as Cole was stealing, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the third. Tanner Probst is the new pitcher for the Rockford Rivets. The lefty from Madison, Mississippi, now plays his college ball at Louisiana Tech. Misses on his first pitch to Sam Crail. Count 1-0. That one finds the strike zone. Now it's even at 1-1. Sam Crail singled his last time up. Probst has seen this Kalamazoo team before in the 7-2 win on June 11th. Threw an inning, did not allow a hit, did not walk a batter. Had a really good game actually. In that inning, looked really good, struck out 2, and that's going to be a 6-3 ground out to lead off the inning. And he has really been cruising lately, there's no doubt about it. Tanner Probst, his first outing, drew some question marks as it was a 7-2 win against Fond du Lac, but he threw 2 outs. He only got 2 outs and he allowed 2 earned runs, walked 4 batters, and it was one of those questions of, man, this guy's going to have trouble finding the strike zone the rest of the season. Next thing you know, he really starts to pull it together. And I'll tell you what, it looked like, now looking back, it was just a lot of shaking off the rust from him, as since then he's only had 2 outings in the 9 cents where he's allowed an earned run. There's a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. And he's also picked up 3 wins, most recently 2 days ago against Wisconsin Woodchucks. Through 1 1/3 innings. Did not allow a hit, struck out 1. And that one is going to be a high fly ball to right field. And that's a home run over the right center field wall. Baron Radcliffe smacks a home run off the lefty Tanner Probst. And that one was pretty convincing as soon as it left the bat of Radcliffe. And that'll be an earned run against Tanner Probst, right when I say that he's been showing up pretty well. And that was his one problem in Wisconsin Rapids the other day. He allowed a 2-run home run. And sometimes he just leaves them in there for guys to be able to pop it, but for the majority of the time he's been playing really good. And that one, just let that one get away from him. Now Zach Daniels making his way up. He has a big swing and a miss there. Count goes 0-1. That one's check swing, didn't go, but it was a called strike anyway. Count goes 0-2. Now the 0-2 coming against Zach Daniels, Northwoods League All-Star team member for the South Division. Here's the 0-2. That one's way outside. Mascarella can't snag that one. Count goes 1-2. And as Probst sets and deals 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. .84-mile-per-hour pitch that one was from Tanner Probst. 5 home runs on the year for Zach Daniels. He's also going to be competing in the home run derby as well here at the Kalamazoo Growlers Stadium. And right now, that one swung on to center field. Backing up is Parker Bates and camping under it for out number 2. Tanner Probst, 11 pitches. Dealt with his first batter pretty handily on a Crail ground out, but that Radcliffe home run right now is against him, and tough. It's tough to see that right now. 1.6 walks and hits per innings pitched against Tanner Probst. It peaked this season after his first outing. It was 7.5. That one hits the strike zone against Sam Faith. Count goes 0-1. Faith was hit by a pitch his last time up. Another reminder, this is a 7-inning game. That one swung on. Hal Hughes, playable ball, fields it, throws to first for out number 3. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th.
Like those jerseys your Growlers are wearing today, you can stop by.
After a ball to Jacob Vanderwall to start off his second at-bat of the game. Swings on the next pitch. Fly ball to right field and caught by Baron Radcliffe out there in shallow right for out number 1 of this top of the 4th inning.
Second baseman number 23, Kean O'Brien.
Now Kean O'Brien comes up, and the only runs right now. The Rockford Rivets came off the bat of Kean O'Brien, a 2-run shot to left field. Called strike there. Count goes 0-1 for Kean O'Brien. That one misses. Count goes 1-1. There's a foul ball. Count's going to go 1-2 now. Excuse me there. Here's 1-2. Swung on. Ripped up the middle. And there's going to be a hit for Kean O'Brien. He's on with a single. So Kean O'Brien is on. He's going to be on first for Pat Leffler, who struck out his last time up. First pitch swinging from Leffler, and it's going to be fouled back into the net behind home plate. 0-1. catcher Foster, but able to snack it up real quick. Keen O'Brien stays on first. 1-1 now is the count for Pat Leffler. Another pickoff attempt over to first base, and I'm sure if the Growlers were in Rockford right now, they'd be getting the home field treatment for the amount of pickoffs that Nelson has thrown, and definitely trying to make sure that he keeps the Rockford Rivets runners at bay. Smart pitching from him, but not exactly fan-friendly if you're doing it against the home side. Lucky for Kalamazoo, they're done with their games. Another pickoff attempt over that is unsuccessful. Another toss over, and this is where you see the Boo Birds would be definitely coming out in a home stadium, but 3 straight pickoffs, all unsuccessful. Now a 2-1. Leffler gets all of that one, and goodbye baseball. Pat Leffler takes the lead alone now in home runs for the Rockford Rivets team with 3 on the year. And we're all knotted up at 4 again on 2 two-run shots, both involving Kean O'Brien. Pat Leffler, a hammer to right field. Touch a ball, Indiana Hoosier. And now we're all knotted up again. And wow, this is a ballpark where home runs happen. And now that hit from Hal Hughes, a chance maybe for an infield single, but a good field from Sam Faitham to throw over to Cavadas for a 1-pitch ground out. 60 pitches now for Jack Nelson. Let's see if he goes the entire way, as it looks like there's guys just starting up to warm up in the Kalamazoo Growlers bullpen. And that one, a good play by the second baseman Sullivan, and Cavadas, who started to go over for it, wasn't in the position to tag first, but a good cover by Jack Nelson. He is, but a home run by Pat Leffler ties this ball game back up at 4 apiece. We'll be right back. Tanner Probst, first pitch in is a called strike to Jason Sullivan. Sullivan, it was about 30 minutes ago, knocked in a sacrifice fly. In the bottom of the second now, he's going to lead out the bottom of the fourth. That one missed his count, goes 1-1 now for Jason Sullivan. It's technically 0 for 0 today with that sac fly. Central Michigan Chippewa sees that one go outside. Now it's 2-1 here. Hitters count for Sullivan. Batting .311 on the year, 13 ribbies, no home runs. The 2-1. Thought about it, didn't go. Inside, counts now 3-1 for Jason Sullivan. That one swung on, fouled back. Now the count's going to be full here from Tanner Probst into Jason Sullivan. And now a big payoff pitch coming. Tanner Probst to Jason Sullivan. Here's the pitch. That one's going to hit Sullivan. And so it will be a hit by pitch. It was going to be a ball anyway. And so he will reach first. Sullivan, the righty, will reach first. And now it will be lefty Matt Mervis. According to Brian Smith, he says
Now batting for your Growlers.
he says that there is not a better pitcher in the league for lefty on lefty matchups than Tanner Probst on the mound. He puts him on in clutch situations to get out of, jams that other pitchers have put themselves into when there's a lefty. Tanner Probst is one of the names he loves to call. Matt Mervis up, walked his last time up, and singled to right field. He was left stranded at third. That one, breaking ball, misses the plate. Count now 2-0. So Tanner Probst falling behind, and these first at-bats of this fourth inning here. We're now in the second half of this game, as it will only last 7 innings. That one is going to miss. Now 3-0. Wyatt Mascarell is going to go have a few words with Tanner Probst. Take a look at the schedule in the Northwoods League tonight. Obviously, we're ahead of the curve because we are playing ball a little bit early. But Rockford and Kalamazoo play this doubleheader. Wisconsin is at Madison. Wisconsin Rapids is at Kenosha in the South Division, continuing. Green Bay is at Lakeshore as well, and Fond du Lac is at Battle Creek. 3-0, gonna hit the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed by Mervis, so all of a sudden this one is pushed full. And a chance for Tanner Probst to get his first out of this inning. Probst sets and deals. Called strike 3 right down the middle, and Matt Mervis knew it too. He turned away, and as soon as he saw that one land in the glove of Wyatt Mascarell, he was not happy with himself for not swinging at that one. And to strike out looking, and now Nico Cavadas makes his way up to the plate. First pitch to Nico, swung on down the first base line and out of play foul ball. Count goes 0-1. In the North Division today, we got Wilmar at St. Cloud, Rochester at Mankato, Thunder Bay at La Crosse, Eau Claire at Waterloo, and Bismarck at Duluth. That one's going to miss. Count's going to be even now, 1-1. 85-mile-per-hour pitch there from Tanner Probst. Here's the 1-1. That one's going to plunk Nico. And the second person to reach base on a hit-by pitch is Nico Cavadas. And now a runner gets into scoring position as the Rivets just tied this ball game up on a 2-run shot by Pat Leffler. And now with 1 out and a runner on second and a runner on first, they're threatening to give that lead back up. And as of right now, Evan Snyder, not a great outing from him, but he can't get credited with this loss, as it will be whichever pitcher gives up this lead if the Rivets do lose. That one right down Main Street. Called strike. Count goes 0-1. 16th pitch of the inning for Tanner Probst. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Called strike, or check swing, strike. Count goes 0-2 now. 1 out here. Big strikeout this would be. Lefty on lefty. Tanner Probst against this lineup, but with a lot of lefties. First 3 batters. And a swing and a miss there, and a big strikeout from Tanner Probst. When he is on, there is not a lefty in the league that can touch him, but the problem is sometimes when he has those accuracy issues, he gets behind the count and then he leaves one up in the zone that somebody can take. And now, with a runner on second, he's going to see the righty Jonathan Foster. So Foster, who is 0 for 2 today, we'll see the first pitch upcoming from Tanner Probst, T-Flow. That one's going to miss. Count's going to go 1-0. He has hit a righty in Sullivan. He has hit a lefty in Cavadas. Those are the only 2 batters that have reached base today versus Tanner Probst. 1-0. This is high and outside. Count goes 2-0 now. 2 outs. Jonathan Foster. I said 0 for 2. 2 flyouts, 1 to left field, 1 to right field. That one's going to find the strike zone. Count's going to be 2-1 now. Still a hitter's count, but nonetheless a big weight lifted off the shoulders of Tanner Probst as he's able to get something other than a 0 in that strike column. Here's the 2-1. That one inside. Lucky he didn't catch that one off of Jonathan Foster's knee there, as it was awfully close. And now we got a 3-1. Hit up into right field. Got good wood to that one, but it's foul. Now a payoff pitch coming with 2 outs. A ball here loads the bases. A strikeout ends the inning, and any sort of hit could put a run across the board and a lead back to the Kalamazoo Growlers. Stepping off the base there and forcing the runner on second, Sullivan, to scramble back to second. Here's a 3-2, swung on, foul down the third base line. Pitchers are going. I mean, the runners are going because with 3-2 and 2 outs, there's nothing that you can do here that would stop you from going. Any sort of out doesn't matter. It's final out of the inning. Any sort of hit, that's where it counts. Called strike 3, and Tanner Probst, T-Flow, out of the inning. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order for the Rockford Rivets. Cade Bunnell, DH today for the Rivets, will lead it off. Called strike there, starts it off. Count goes 0-1 to Cade Bunnell. Still in the game. Jack Nelson, only 62 pitches. He has a chance to maybe go the distance here, all 7 innings. This is a shortened game due to the doubleheader. That's another called strike there. Another breaking ball at 74 miles per hour. Finds its way into the zone. Now an 0-2 coming for Cade Bunnell, who today has a ground out and a line out. That one swung on. Could be another ground out. Fielded well by Jason Sullivan, who's playing really well defensively today. And now one retired in the top of the 5th inning here. I mean, essentially we can kind of call this the equivalent of the top of the 7th inning, since we are, in our final 3 innings here, regulation at least, because we got a 4-4 game. On the inside, count goes 1-0. Brian Cole, 1 for 2, fly out and a single. That one swung on, and a chance. Nice diving play there, and throw across the diamond by Mendozona over there on third. And a good play for sure for out number 2 there. And now Parker Bates will head to the dish He's 1 for 2. Fly out and a single, just like Ryan Cole.
Number 5, Parker Bates.
That one called strike. Count goes 0-1. That one inside on Bates. Count now even at 1-1. 2 outs already, 2 ground outs, 1 to second, 1 to third. Big swing and a miss there from Parker Bates. Count now 1-2. Nelson throws the 1-2. Check swing did not go. And the count's now 2-2. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. Rivets trying to take the lead for the first time since the top of the 2nd. Swung on as it is foul. And a slip by Cavadas there as he was running in the dirt and then probably didn't anticipate maybe the wetter grass there and skid out. But nonetheless, it'll be another pitch for Nelson. Trying to do this inning in 11 pitches if he can get out of it on this one. Off the plate. Tried to frame it. Did Foster. But unsuccessful that time. Darian Knight, the home plate umpire, says ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch. That's going to be way outside. And count is over now as it finishes 4-2 and a walk to first. And Wyatt Mascarella making his way up to the plate now.
Now batting for Rockford, the catcher, number 7, Wyatt Mascarella.
Now Mascarella making his way 0 for 2 today. He had a 14-game hit streak going into the last game he played, and it ended. Trying to start a new one. That one's going to be belted to center field. The center fielder, Daniels, will be under it, though. If that one gets to left field or right field, maybe it's gone, but not in center here at Homer Stryker Field. We'll be right back at the bottom of the 5th. Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, it will be Sam Crail leading us off. Crail 1 for 2 today, playing left field for the Growlers. First pitch from Tanner Probst, who stays in the game, is a strike down the middle. Count goes 0-1, one of the many Indiana Hoosiers making their way in the starting lineup. Good pals with the Hoosiers on the other side. Cade Bonnell, Justin Walker, Pat Leffler. 0-1, swung on and missed by Crail. It was Pat Leffler that put the score at what it is right now with a 2-run belt in the top of last inning, the 4th, to even us up at 4 apiece here. Crail has 2 home runs. That one's outside. Count goes to 1-2. Tanner Probst's first 2 innings, he had 38 pitches. Now he has 3 this inning. Now one misses outside the zone. So after getting ahead 0-2, he has evened us back up at 2 apiece. 2-2. Upcoming, Probst, the southpaw from Mississippi, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for T-Flow. And he's got the first batter out here. And last inning, it was a Bates walk that took away the opportunity of a 1-2-3 inning, but now T-Flow is going to see if he can answer with one of his own. Now Baron Radcliffe back up. Last time up, Baron Radcliffe got the better of Tanner Probst. Belted a home run to right field. And Brian Smith is going to come out and talk to Tanner Probst right now. We got Nathan Schneiderman warming up in the bullpen for the Rockford Rivets. He is basically the designated closer here, and in a close game, might be the call for him to come in. Darian Knight, the home plate umpire, is saying these guys have talked long enough. I'm going to go in there and see if we can end this. And he's going to stay in. Tanner Probst will stay in the ball game against Baron Radcliffe, the man who got the better of him last time up and took a home run to right center field last time up. The Georgia Tech outfielder also has played first base for these Kalamazoo Growlers. First pitch misses. Count goes 1-0. That one is going to find the strike zone, called strike count now, even at 1-1 with 1 out. Probst's going to step off. Set back on. Fans now really making their way in to Homer Stryker Field here. That one's a swing and a miss from Radcliffe. Now he's behind 1-2. Probst kicks and deals 1-2. Off the outside of the plate. Now we're even at 2-2. Zach Daniels on deck. That one's going to be up the middle, and it's going to be a single. So after the count goes to 2-2, a nice hit by Baron Radcliffe is going to put him on with 1 out. And now Brian Smith is going to come on and make a pitching substitution. Nathan Schneiderman coming on. We'll be right back at the bottom of the 5th. Back here it will be Nathan Schneiderman on the bump for the Rockford Rivets, taking over
Now batting
for
for
Tanner
the Growlers,
Probst. Tanner Probst's final line
Scot Daniels.
is 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks, but 2 hit by pitches. First pitch, Nathan Schneiderman swung on and missed by Zach Daniels. Nathan Schneiderman, I mean, really, when you look at it, the Rockford Rivets team, if you had to ask me who was making the All-Star team, Cooper Kane, hands down. And that one hits the strike zone, now 0-2. And, I mean, if my number 2 choice probably on the team has got to be Nathan Schneiderman. He's been marvelous out of the bullpen for the Rivets this year. He's been their closer, 5 saves, 31 strikeouts to 7 walks, 13 hits allowed and 22 innings pitched, a whip of .91. That one's going to go outside, count as 1-2. An on-base percentage, the opposing batting average versus him is 171. ERA 1.64. He had that one bad outing against Green Bay and a swing and a miss there. And that is his 32nd strikeout of the season, which for a closer is really good. 6'5", 225 pounds. Lefty out of German Valley, Illinois.
Growlers, the shortstop, number 13, Sam Faith.
He had that one bad outing against Green Bay where he threw 1 inning and allowed 3 earned runs. But other than that, he allowed 1 earned run against Battle Creek. Didn't matter as he still got the save. That one's a check swing there, and the second baseman, Kean O'Brien, will come up on it, and the end of the inning. So the big donkey comes on the mound and finishes us off here in the 5th. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th.
Hey kids, do you want to run the field?
Leading us off here in the top of the 6th is Andrew Belsick on the mound versus Jacob Vanderwall, and another great defensive play by Jason Sullivan to snatch up every ball that seemed to come that way. And the first pitch swinging from Jacob Vanderwall goes again into the glove. Jason Sullivan over there for out number 1. Now Kean O'Brien, 2 for 2 on the day with a home run, comes his way up. Final line for Nelson, the starter for the Kalamazoo Growlers. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Called strike in there to Kean O'Brien. Belsick coming on now, 3-1 record, 4.55 ERA in 3 games started, 9 games total, 27.2 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 16 walks, and as that one all over it is the third baseman Mendozona for out number 2 now. And now 2 quick outs here.
Now batting for Rockford, the first baseman.
And Pat Leffler, the man who hit the home run earlier in this game to make it 4-4, has a chance. Hey, maybe he can do the same thing and give the Rivets the lead. First pitch is inside on him. Last outing for Belsick, it was 2 days ago on July 12th through 1 1/3 innings. Another inside pitch there. Count goes 2-0. And 1 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and no earned runs. The opposing batting average against him is .275 with a whip of 1.66. That one swung on. Leffler, do it again. Goodbye, baseball. And another home run from Pat Leffler. And wow. I was kind of half kidding when I said you can do it again, Pat Leffler. But he did, and this is the first multi-home run game from a Rivet this year. Pat Leffler was some pretty quick swinging from these bats now as Leffler got ahead 2-0 and then saw one that he could hit, and hit it he did all the way to the bear cave in right field. Wow. Walker swears to bunt but backs off. And Pat Leffler has taken, I guess, a commanding lead in the home run total now for all the Rivets, as he has 5. And the Rivets are looking like the Madison Mallards or the Wisconsin Woodchucks right now, of scoring all their home runs on long balls. Wow. Scoring all their runs on home runs. Now a 1-1 coming to Jaywalk. Another Hoosier sees a strike there. Count goes 1-2. Now the 1-2, still 2 outs. Misses off the plate, count goes 2-2. Hal Hughes on first. He got on with a single. Justin Walker, 1 for 2 today. He has a single that was scooped up by the second baseman Sullivan, but thrown to first just a little bit too late. Hal Hughes, big leadoff over there on first. Hal Hughes is going, swing and a miss. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. A strikeout by Jaywalk. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Nathan Schneiderman, first pitch swinging by Jason Sullivan, fouled back. Jason Sullivan 0 for 0 today, hit by pitch and a sacrifice fly. But now it is the Rockford Rivets working with the lead. Schneiderman, if he can finish this one off here, or if the Rivets can finish this one off without giving up the lead or tying, without giving up the lead, thus tying the game or losing, Schneiderman would be credited with the win. The 0-2 now. Swung on, fouled away, stays alive, but Schneiderman, the man on the mound to do it right now if these Rivets want to pull off the win in this game. Pat Leffler, first multi-home run game by any Rivet this season. 2 bombs to right field. One of them was a 2-run shot. That last one a solo shot. That one goes off the plate. First ball of the at-bat. Count goes 1-2. Jason Sullivan, the number 9 batter in this lineup, did his job with that sac fly and then almost got hit with another pitch there, right? As I was about to say that his last time up on a 3-2 pitch, he got plunked with one. Now a 2-2 upcoming for Jason Sullivan versus Schneiderman. That one swung right back up, and Schneiderman almost snagged that one with his glove, but instead a line drive right at the middle gets Jason Sullivan with a leadoff single. And now the top of this Kalamazoo batting lineup, who is so good, makes their way up. Matt Mervis, first, who has a single, a strikeout, and a walk. His 4th plate appearance of the day now. That one misses off the plate. 86-mile-per-hour fastball from Nathan Schneiderman, the big donkey. He's in a little bit of trouble here early. Tying run on first now. And a nice snag there by Wyatt Mascarella off the dirt. But shying away from throwing the balls in the strike zone now after 2 pretty obvious balls there from the big donkey, Nathan Schneiderman. Here's the 2-0. That one misses. Now 3-0, and Schneiderman is on the verge of putting a runner on first and second with no outs here if he throws one more ball this at bat. The 3-0 upcoming. That one's going to hit the strike zone. Called strike. Count goes 3-1. On first, Jason Sullivan hasn't shown us much with his legs this year. At the plate, Matt Mervis. And he's going to whack that one foul down the right field line. But a big crush as the count is now all even at 3-2. One swing of the bat like that from Matt Mervis, as he has 3 home runs on the year. That could be all sorts of trouble for the Rivets, as then right after they took the lead, they would be losing. Payoff pitch. Big one here. That one's going to be popped up the chimney, and it'll be plopped down right in front of us here. And it'll be a souvenir for a fan, as another payoff pitch upcoming. (3-2). He doesn't want to walk him here, but he also doesn't want to allow a hit. It's a clutch pitching situation right now. That one swung on, hot shot down the right field line, and it landed in foul territory, but I think it might have gone off the glove of Pat Leffler. And that must be what they're saying, as now that turns into a double. So a big foul territory here. And now runners on second and third with no outs.
The first baseman, number 22, Nico Cavadas.
Now Nico Cavadas, runners on second and third now. The infield is in, trying to make sure that this lead is retained. Time is called. Schneiderman makes it look so easy. That one looked like he was playing catch with his dad and it was 74 miles per hour. Runners on second and third. First pitch. Outside, ball one. Count goes 1-0. No outs here. Number 2 batter, all-star for the Growlers, Nico Cavadas. 1 for 2 today. High foul ball down the third base line. Count goes 1-1. On deck is George Mendozona. And right now with the Rivets up 5-4, but no outs and runners on second and third right now. Infield is in, making sure that run doesn't come across. And that one, a nice snag by Wyatt Mascarella to make sure that a wild pitch didn't score the run here at Homer Stryker Field. Sullivan 90 feet away and inching closer on his lead up. A 2-1 upcoming. Swing and a miss there. And now we're at 2-2. The count for Nico Cavadas. Oh, how big a strikeout right now would be for the Rockford Rivets. The outfield is sitting fairly deep back there, especially Vanderwall, almost on the warning track in right field. A sac fly would get this ball game tied up. That one is going to be high fly ball and most likely will be the sac fly. And I believe they're going to call that. Brian Smith is going to come out right away and say, I think he lost that on the transfer, and that's probably what he's going to argue at. I didn't have a good view of it. As we're not going to get a great view of it up here. I'm trying to cheat off the monitor there, but the replay was already shown. I didn't get to see it. And so they're all going to come out and argue that they lost it on the transfer. But as of right now, it is an error in center field. And they're going to stick with the call, I believe, of an error in center field. And so no outs now, and the the ball game is tied. And in a game where essentially this is it's bottom of the sixth on the scoreboard, bottom of the eighth in terms of how close the end of the game is. And that'll just be a bunt to advance the runners now. And the first out, and now that out becomes so critical because not only is there more insurance on second, and now there's another sacrifice fly opportunity instead of 2 outs.
Now batting for your Growlers, the catcher, number 19, Jonathan Foster.
Infield's back in. now for Jonathan Foster at the dish. And Foster is going to hit that one out of the ballpark. A 3-run home run on the first pitch. And now the Kalamazoo Growlers take a 3-run lead, and the entire dugout is coming out to clap Jonathan Foster as he comes around. And this game has just been flipped on its head, and it all kind of started with that controversial play over there at center field.
Now batting for your Growlers, left fielder, number 6, Sam Crail.
Now Sam Crail will come up to the dish. Only one away here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is not even going to get into the glove of Wyatt Mascarell, way outside. Count goes 1-0. That one swung on, fouled away. One misses outside. Count goes to 2-1. 1 out. Nobody on here. Scores 8-5. Bottom of the 6th inning in a 7-inning game. A 2-1 coming. Now presumably the closer for the Kalamazoo Growlers. Maybe getting ready to go, as it would be a safe scenario in the top of the 7th inning. And there's ball 4 and a 5-pitch walk now to Sam Crail. Baron Radcliffe's going to come up. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a single.
Now batting for your Growlers, right fielder, number 8, Baron Radcliffe.
So now a runner on first, 1 out. That one hits strike zone. Count goes 0-1. Another called strike, counts now 0-2. Crail on first. 1 out. 8-5 ball game here, bottom of the 6th inning. That one's going to miss off the plate. Counts now 1-2. Schneiderman now at 28 pitches on the inning. After getting out of the last one, got 2 outs and 5 pitches. That one swung on, high foul ball and out of play. Count stays 1-2. That one swung on and missed, and a strikeout there, as Schneiderman has to get rid of the next batter in 4 pitches or less, or else he will be forced to exit, which might probably be the strategy anyway.
Your attention, please. That was pitch number 35 of the inning for the Rockford pitcher. Pitch number 35 has just been thrown.
That was 35 total. Little confusion up here in the booth. as that was Nathan Schneiderman's 35th total pitch, as that one misses.
Never mind.
Count goes 1-0 for Zach Daniels.
Everyone out on the field.
That one swung on, and that one's a high fly ball to left field, and it's going to be foul, as I'm sure many batters sometimes not appreciating it, but there is much more extended foul poles here at Homer Stryker Field.
That was 32. I hope this guy gets out of it because I don't want to say that again. I really don't.
And that one swung on and fouled the other way. Count goes 1-2 now. And now a 1-2 with 2 outs coming from Schneiderman to Daniels. That one's going to miss and skip out of play as he hits up into the net. And a wild pitch there. And now the count is 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner on second is Crail. Trying to add a little more insurance into the top of the 7th, so maybe they can get out of this game without playing the bottom of the 7th. Parker Kelly warming up over there in the bullpen. That one swung on and fouled.
Exactly what I wanted to say, too. This is not a recording or a replay. That really was the 35th pitch of the inning. But now I don't get a chance.
That one's going to miss inside. Now the count's going to be full.
For those of you keeping score in the stands,
And
which appears to be none of you.
Zach Daniels 0 for 2 today. About to see a payoff pitch with 2 outs. Schneiderman just trying to finish this inning out. And Brian Smith trusts Schneiderman enough to give him that chance. 3-2. Misses on the inside. And he will walk. Daniels goes to first. And Brian Smith is going to come out and most likely have a long conversation with Schneiderman. We'll be right back in a few seconds. Parker Kelly coming in for the Rockford Rivets as he throws that one low and away. First pitch is a 83-mile-per-hour fastball. Parker Kelly has played a lot on the infield for the Rivets this year, but this is the first time taking to the mound as he gets a swing and a miss there. Count goes 1-1. This type of stuff you got to do when it's doubleheader baseball and you're reaching all over the place to figure it out. That one swung on, and it'll get up the middle, and by Hal Hughes, and Sam Crail will come around and score. And then the throw over to third will be by and into the dugout, and will advance the runners each one more base. And that'll be an error on the center fielder, Parker Bates, his second of the inning. So Daniels scored, Crail scored, and it's now 10-5 right now here at Homer Stryker Field.
Number 17, Jason Sullivan.
First pitch is in there for a strike. The 11th run of the game is 90 feet away for the Kalamazoo Growlers. That one is going to score him as a wild pitch will put Faith at home. And the score is now 11-5 in advantage of Kalamazoo. That one swung on, and it'll be into the glove of Kean O'Brien for out number 3 of this long. Bottom of the 6th inning for the Rockford Rivets. The Kalamazoo Growlers put up 7 runs. We'll be right back. After 2 strikes there, to start off Cabanel's at bat, he just took a ball outside. That one swung on, and that's going to be fouled down the first base line. Rivets need at least a 6-run rally here in the top of the 7th inning, or else it's ball game here and on to the next game of the doubleheader. That one swung on and missed, and 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Now it will be Ryan Cole making his way up, 1 for 3 today. Single, ground out, and a fly out.
If the game ends, there's no YMCA, right? So then we just go.
That one's a called strike there. The Kalamazoo Growlers making a bold choice here to bring in their closer and all-star, Mason Shinneberry. 4 saves on the year for Shinneberry. There's a swing and a miss by Ryan Cole. Counts 1-2 right now. And you see him coming in pretty much in every winning scenario. All of his 14 appearances have been in wins, except for 1. That one misses. Count goes 2-2 right now for Ryan Cole. Trying to provide some ray of hope right now for the Rockford Rivets as that one swung on and missed in the dirt, blocked well by the catcher. And so that'll be out number 2 here. Parker Bates now, the man who committed 2 errors last inning en route to the big rally by the Kalamazoo Growlers. That one swung on and fouled back. Now the count is 0-1 here with 2 outs. That one fouled back as well.
Now batting for Rockford, center fielder number 5, Parker Bates.
And now he's behind 0-2 with 2 outs. The last strike for the Rockford Rivets here in the top of the 7th inning. Called strike 3, and that is your ball game. Thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be back for game 2. Don't go anywhere. Join in on the new broadcast in just a few moments. Have a good one. 11-5 is the final score here at Homer Stryker Field. Another doubleheader coming up. Don't go anywhere.